Imagine trying to build a house, draw a map, or create a machine without knowing the exact length of anything. Today, we take rulers and measuring scales for granted, but for thousands of years, humans struggled to measure the world around them accurately. The evolution of the ruler is a fascinating story of human innovation, precision, and the desire to bring order to chaos. Long before modern rulers existed, ancient civilizations relied on body parts as measuring tools. People measured lengths using their fingers, hands, feet, and arms. One of the earliest units was the cubit, which was based on the distance from the elbow to the tip of the middle finger. Ancient Egyptians used the cubit extensively while constructing their massive pyramids and temples. However, there was a major problem. Since people's bodies differed in size, measurements were often inconsistent. To solve this issue, civilizations began creating standardized measuring rods. Around 2650 BCE, the Egyptians developed official cubit rods made from stone or wood. These rods ensured that builders and craftsmen used the same measurement system. This marked one of the earliest steps toward the modern ruler. As civilizations advanced, measuring tools became more sophisticated. In ancient Mesopotamia, merchants and builders used marked measuring sticks to maintain consistency in trade and construction. Accurate measurements helped civilizations build larger cities, improve engineering projects, and conduct fair business transactions. The Romans also played an important role in the evolution of measurement. They standardized units such as the foot and developed measuring rods that were widely used across their vast empire. Since Roman roads, buildings, and military structures required precision, reliable measuring tools became increasingly important. During the Middle Ages, rulers were commonly made from wood and were used by craftsmen, architects, and traders. However, measurements still varied from one region to another. A foot in one country might not be exactly the same as a foot somewhere else. This lack of standardization often created confusion in trade and manufacturing. The Renaissance brought major advancements in science, mathematics, and engineering. Artists like Leonardo da Vinci relied on accurate measurements to create detailed drawings and inventions. As scientific thinking spread throughout Europe, the demand for precise measuring instruments increased significantly. By the 17th and 18th centuries, rulers became more refined. Craftsmen began producing rulers with carefully engraved markings. Metal rulers appeared, offering greater durability and accuracy than wooden versions. Engineers, navigators, and scientists depended on these improved tools to perform increasingly complex tasks. One of the most significant developments came with the rise of the metric system during the late 18th century. Introduced in France, the metric system provided a universal and scientifically based method of measurement. Instead of relying on body-based units, measurements were linked to standardized definitions. This revolutionized the design of rulers and measuring scales. During the Industrial Revolution, precision became more important than ever before. Factories produced machines with interchangeable parts, and even small measurement errors could cause major problems. Metal rulers, calipers, and specialized measuring instruments became essential tools in manufacturing. The demand for accuracy drove further improvements in ruler design and production techniques. In the 19th and 20th centuries, rulers became common household and educational tools. Schools around the world introduced plastic, wooden, and metal rulers to help students learn mathematics, geometry, and technical drawing. Transparent plastic rulers became particularly popular because they allowed users to see the surface underneath while measuring. As technology advanced, measuring tools continued to evolve. Engineers and architects began using specialized scales designed for technical drawings. Flexible measuring tapes became common for construction and tailoring. Precision instruments capable of measuring tiny fractions of a millimeter transformed industries such as engineering, medicine, and electronics. The digital age introduced an entirely new generation of measuring tools. Electronic calipers, laser distance meters, and digital measuring devices can now provide highly accurate readings in seconds. Some modern tools even connect to smartphones and computers, allowing measurements to be stored, analyzed, and shared instantly. Despite these technological advancements, the simple ruler remains one of the most widely used tools in the world. Whether in classrooms, offices, workshops, or homes, rulers continue to serve the same fundamental purpose they have served for thousands of years, helping humans understand and measure the physical world with accuracy and consistency. From ancient cubit rods carved in stone to sophisticated digital measuring devices, the evolution of the ruler reflects humanity's constant pursuit of precision. What began as a rough estimate based on the human body gradually transformed into a standardized scientific instrument that supports everything from architecture and manufacturing to education and space exploration. The next time you pick up a ruler, remember that this simple tool carries a history stretching back thousands of years. It represents centuries of experimentation, innovation, and the human desire to measure, build, and better understand the world around us.